Hello, welcome to our channel. A few weeks ago I told you I'll be taking you through the preparation of some organic substances that are very useful in both animal and then crop production. These are purely organic, produced from simple materials that are readily available, which we can use. So today we are producing lactic acid bacteria. This is one very useful organic product that I use in my animal production, especially, though you can also use it for your crop production. So lactic acid bacteria is mostly in abundance in a lot of materials, and one of the mediums that you can find this lactic acid bacteria is milk, and I have with me here cow milk. So we are going to see how to extract this lactic acid bacteria from cow milk, which we will store and then use in our animal and then crop production. To do that, we will need this is fermented water. That's from rice. That's unrefined rice. So we wash the rice and then we stored the water in here for 7 days to ferment. So we are going to use this together with our milk, and within some few days, roughly 7 days, we'll be able to harvest our lactic acid bacteria. Lactic acid bacteria has so many uses. I'll not be talking much about the uses, but I just want to mention that aside animal and crop production, lactic acid bacteria is used in most of the pharmaceutical products that we see. And one other use of lactic acid bacteria is in the production of yogurt and then cheese. It's one of the main raw materials that you use in the production of yogurt and cheese. So it's a very, very important product that I'm trying to take you guys through how to produce it. So simply put, the lactic acid bacteria is a probiotic. Okay, a probiotic that is used in fermentation process. Even we humans can take it. What happens is that once you take it, you just take 1 part of it to 10 parts of water. Early in the morning, you just drink it before you take in any other food. What happens is that it's full of very useful bacteria. This useful bacteria, once you drink, will occupy your gut area, and once you take in any food that might contain very harmful bacteria, that would go into your system and perhaps cause trouble, maybe make you to run diarrhea. So once you take this early in the morning, this useful bacteria is able to trap any bacteria that is going into your system, kills it, and only allow the hygienic food to get into your system, so you don't get sick from it. And that's how it works for animals too. So once you put it in the water of your animals to drink, it traps all harmful bacteria that is passing through their gut into their system. So these animals grow very healthy, very fast. And in the application of crop, what it does is that, again, it also is able to kill some other harmful bacteria in the soil, which might affect the healthy growth of your crops. It also aerates the soil, and there's also a way of also kind of like extracting harmful metals that are in the soil that can get into your crops, which you consume, and then it will have effect on your health. So it's really a very, very important product that I'm going to take you through on how to produce it. Use it for yourself, use it on your animals, use it for your crops. And it's also very, very effective in the production of organic manure. When I'm doing composting, once you are doing composting, then you add this. It facilitates the degradation of the materials that you are using in your composting, speeding up the rate of decomposition, and then you get very fine compost, which is clean, no harmful bacteria in the compost. Most of the animal droppings that we use raw like that on crops, especially on our vegetables, they are not really so good to be used in the raw form. You need to compose them before you use it. But most of us use it in the raw form, which can introduce E. coli into the vegetables. And vegetables are not supposed to cook them for long. So once this E. coli passes on to the vegetables, you eat it, then you are in trouble. You compromise on your health. So it's very, 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 very important that we know how to produce this. The production process is very simple. So like I said, lactic acid bacteria promotes plant growth, it stimulates root and then shoots and then root growth. So once you apply, or you can just dilute it with water and spray on your vegetables, you see that your vegetables will be growing very well and then very, very healthy. So it also aids in seed germination. Before you plant your seeds, you can sprinkle the lap on the seeds, air dry small, then you plant it. It protects the seeds from attack of bacteria that will be in the soil that will inhibit the growth, and then these seeds come out very healthy and then they grow very well. So it increases soil fertility, aeration, solubility. Then it's just a natural fertilizer that we all need to use in our animal and then crop production. So I'll just zoom into how you produce this. It's simple. So first you need cow milk, then your rice water. You wash the rice, and then you, especially the unrefined rice, I use the local rice, you just wash it. So maybe it's good to prepare this when you're about to cook your local rice. Just wash local rice, get the water into a container, make sure there's aeration. Okay, cover the container with a tissue so that at least air can go in, so that it allows the liquid to go through some small fermentation. So that is what you use to kickstart the process. So what will happen is that you pour this into a container. Okay, you pour it in a container this way. So this approximately that's 1.5 liters. Rice water, and this is 500 milliliters. So 3 of that, you just add it to this. Okay, so again we'll cover this with a transparent material. It could be a cloth or a tissue. So you cover this with it, and then we allow it to sit for a maximum of 7 days. So after the 7 days, today we have just one mixture. Now after the 7 days, this will separate into 3 different layers. The top layer will comprise a very thick substance. That's what we call the milk card. The milk card, mostly they pick that out and then they prepare cheese with it. So the top layer will be the milk card, which will pick off. The middle layer will be our lactic acid bacteria, and then the bottom layer will comprise residue, dirt, and other things that are part of this mixture, which we don't need. So at the end of 7 days, we'll just open this again. We take the upper layer off. I'm not interested in the cheese aspect. I'm interested in the middle layer, which is the lactic acid bacteria. So you pick that into a container and store it in a cool place. So the usage is that anytime you are to use it, you fetch one part of it and dilute it with 10 parts of water. Then you do that, you give it to your animals, or you foliage feed your crops with it, especially your vegetables. Just spray it on the vegetables, the leaves, or you add it to your compost and prepare your manure. Okay, so this is how it is used, and it's very, very, very effective. I use it purposely for my rabbits. And what happens is that with the rabbits, once you put the water in the drinker, within a day the water begins to smell. But ever since I started using this, so once you put this in there, I don't pour the water from the drinker. All I do is that I top up. So once it's in there, the useful bacteria, the smell usually caused by the harmful bacteria. So once it's in there, it kills the harmful bacteria. The water is clean. Then the rabbit takes it. You only top up occasionally for the rabbits to keep on taking. If you're also using nipples and you have a very big reservoir that they drink from, you can just mix it in there, and your water will be very clean all the time. No smell from the water, and then the animals will drink all the time. Raised rabbits, they are very sensitive. Immediately the water smells, the water begins to smell, they will not drink it. And that's one thing about them. When you put in a medication in their water for them to take, they get the smell and then they refuse to take it. So once you use this, you can be sure that you don't need to constantly be pouring your water away, wasting water. You only need to be topping up, mixing the lap, and then just be topping up. Maybe once a week you add it, and just be topping up, and your animals will grow very healthy. You won't have any issue with diseases. Okay, for piggery, the same thing. You can use it for your pigs. Virtually all animals can take it. Even we human beings can take this. So when we are ready to go in and then harvest the final product, then I will take you through again how the final product is picked, then the storage process, and then maybe we'll look at how we apply it at the farm. Thank you so much for watching.